Welcome, everyone. We're getting a little passionate behind the scenes here, and we had to jump in. So I am Travis, otherwise known as Zendark, your resident enchanter here. Tale of D20's host presents Magpie Madness, Passions de las Pasiones. Sorry, I always say it wrong. Pasión de las Pasiones. And today we have our secret guest, our special star with us joining us. And you will dive into whom Omar is playing a little later on. But today, let me pass it over to. Oh, before I pass it over, I have to almost forgot. We are Magpie Madness, and we are giving away the core book game of Root. So you will see that in our little placard below. Omar is holding up the book in his hands. We are being sponsored this month by Magpie, so thankfully they sent us some awesome merch to give away. So please be sure to enter Magpie Madness as one word into the chat to be entered for a chance to win. It will be announced in a later stream. So we have already had two awesome winners earlier this month. I forget the names, but someone won an Avatar core book, and Smokey Gyro won the Wizard Kittens game. So lots of really awesome things going out. So please make sure you enter to win. I will remind you at the break and also at the end. And I think that is our main announcement. So with that, I will pass it over to Zach to introduce himself and the rest of us here at the table.
Hello, everyone. I am so excited for tonight's episode. We've already had a cast change occur with a member leaving, and now we have a new one coming on. I'm really excited to see where Omar takes this new character because one of the classic tropes of a telenovela is finally coming into play. I don't want to steal their thunder, so Omar, why don't you introduce yourselves and then we'll go on to our regular players who have been here since the beginning, just
Hola,
like you.
amigos. You can call me Melissa Ramirez, aka the Twin. You might know my sister, Sylvia Gonzalez. Tuh! Spit her name. And I'm here to claim what is rightfully mine. And I am Omar, aka Tailweaver, pronouns he, them. And I'm excited to be joining the cast at Pasión de las Pasiones. I get to channel my prima, and because she is the most scandalous person you have ever met. So this is all inspired by her. So I hope she doesn't hate me if she ever watches.
Fabulous, fabulous. Let's do a quick round of introduction for everyone else, and then we're going to come back to Melissa, and we're going to get a little description of your character, your playbook, and your moves. Hannah, why don't you go next?
Moi, uh, yo. Hi, my name's Hannah. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm playing Magdalena Lourdes Chavez, who also uses she, them, or she, they, or she, her pronouns, and she is La Venganza, the revenge. Um,
She has a plan. The plan changes frequently, but there is a plan.
there is a plan. There's always a plan. But right now, maybe we're on plan Ache.
Fabulous. All right. Jeff.
Hello, I am Jeffrey. I am playing Alexander Sterling, he, him, both character and IRL. I'm playing a womanizer with the playbook El Vivador. He's a fun-loving, adrenaline-sinking playboy. And I am excited to finally settle down with my true love this episode.
And the lies are starting already. Fabulous.
You need me to roll for that one? Or...
Travis.
And I am Travis playing Sylvia Gonzalez, the true love he wishes to settle down with, the matriarch of this family, and person trying to keep us all together. I'm playing La Doña, the head, the matriarch of the family. And yeah, I'm sorry. What was my other? I was so caught off guard by that already. The lines, the passion.
Well, one thing I'm curious about is because this is a telenovela and there's usually at least a sop to the viewers being able to tell somewhat what's going on. I'm curious, what is the distinguishing mark that you wear that like kind of signals to the viewers that you're Sylvia and
Oh,
not Melissa?
okay. I will say that Sylvia's signature mark is that she always wears specifically more tailored clothes that have like a silver trim, and she always has a silver brooch or silver locket, some form of specifically silver jewelry that Melissa does not wear.
Okay. Until she does.
Until she
Dun,
does.
dun, dun.
Yes. Every episode, you've always seen Sylvia wearing, a gaudy brooch or something shiny, chrome, and polished, or yeah.
I really appreciate understanding that silver girls and gold girls are different girls.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm a silver girl IRL.
So Melissa, why don't you tell us about yourself? And before you do, I just wanted to say the Twins playbook look descriptions are some of my favorite things. Where, for instance, La Ampleada has messy hair, or pulled back hair, or braided hair. El Gamello has bouncier hair, darker hair, longer hair, or sexier eyes. It's all in comparison to their twin, and they're always just a little more in some way. So,
Oh, exactly, mi amor. You think Sylvia's hair is beautiful? Mine's even more beautiful. Her eyes, oh, they're cute, but mine's are astonishing. Oh, her clothes tailored nice with silver. Mine's are sharp, from the most expensive of brands, with a little gold instead, just to show my own individuality, if you notice that much. I really hate her, though. Ugh. Silvia was always the favorite from mi madre y mis padre. But don't worry, I'll get mine, one way or another.
oh my, I love it. I love it. Why don't you tell us about your two initial connections that you have with the other members of the cast, and what we've seen recently on your last time, your moves, and then we'll go into your last time on, and everyone else's.
Well, I know Magdalena for a little bit now. Seems we may have a common enemy. Let's see if we can sink our teeth into this. And Alexander, I've been, let's say, stalking a little bit. I see that Sylvia had her eyes on him, and whatever Sylvia wants, I want more. And my moves? Well, that wasn't me. Whenever Sylvia is in a scene, you may think it really was her, but no. No. It was really me instead, because I want to ruin her life and steal what's mine. And I also took Twin Tide. Twin Tide means that whatever Sylvia can do, I can do better.
Amazing. And so as you're introduced in the 73rd episode of La Rosa, what is your establishing moment here that you've selected from your last time on? What's the camera see?
So last time on
Oh,
La
actually,
Rosa.
sorry, pause. Let's run the intro and then we'll get right into it. Next, we'll jump right into that in 1 second. Here we go.
Leave him hungry.
The first 2 episodes.
And we're back. Sorry, we just want to get right into it. Okay.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that we might see Magdalena lose some stuff, like her
Like her life? Oh my.
mind.
Mind alive. Who knows? Melissa has lots in store. So last time, I've always been around. You just never seen me. The camera pans and behind a window, during all the scenes, like the lovemaking scene, I was peeking through the window, climbing up. The big giant proposal scene, I was really in the crowd, snapping my own cameras, putting on a show to look like paparazzi. And you showed up at an event with your twin. So I'm really here at this big press conference here to make my debut.
Fabulous. Oh, so were you the camera person who Alex narrowly avoided by jumping into the bushes
Oh, yes.
for that stolen kiss with your niece?
And I caught that stolen kiss with a camera, like a little unseen, just to use for.
Oh.
I have a question. Were you in costume during this?
Oh yes, I am. If you're going to be as sneaky as me and steal the identity of someone, you need to be a master of disguise. So yes, I was.
Lovely. All right. Let's go with the same order then, Hannah. What's your last time on?
Last time on La Rosa. Just one second. Hold on. Pulling. Last time on La Rosa, you see water around the screen, pink hues, bisexual lighting that's very soft and butterfly-y. You flash back to Gloria and Magdalena in their dorm room, meeting each other, and one night they're on their floor eating pizza, and Magdalena is telling everything to Gloria, and they're crying in each other's arms, and a friendship is formed, and then the water comes back out, and you see a buzzing phone. You see Gloria's phone trying to be pinged for Find My Friends by Elle.
Yes. It's washed up on the rocky coast. And Alex, what's your last time on?
My last time on is I got a new wardrobe style. I'm gonna borrow Sylvia for my last on, if that's all right. I think we had like a Bridezilla episode where we went shopping for Alex. You got some like silver tailored stuff, or would Alex be like showing up or clashing if he had silver, or would Sylvia want him to wear silver?
I absolutely would want you to wear silver if you're gonna stand up and fill the shoes of Carlos like you said you were going to, my love.
Ooh, yeah. We started off with some of Carlos's stuff, but then we had to get them like tailored to fit, made some modifications, some Alex adjustments, undid a few buttons, that kind of a thing.
So, what piece of jewelry that have you improved that used to be Carlos's, and how have you made it your own?
So Carlos used to have a long necklace with a silver chain, and like it was a picture of him and Sylvia on the pendant, and I removed the pendant, just got rid of it, and I kept the chain, and I like wrap it as a bracelet around my wrist.
Fabulous. Very stylish.
That's cold. It's so cold.
Sylvia.
I am going to say that in my last time on, Sylvia was having a wonderful engagement, had this bridezilla moment with her fiance getting clothes. But in the shadows, in the darkness, there was a secret meeting after coffee. She sent Alexander back with her bags. And in the alleyway, the camera pans and you see that she has handed someone a gun and whispers in their ear some encouraging words. And then she washes her hands and walks away.
Very interesting. Very interesting. All right. I am excited to see where this goes. All right. So, Melissa,
See?
is there who's the have you gotten yourself in here, or do you have someone on the inside that you've been talking to?
If Magdalena doesn't mind, maybe we've been in a little chit-chat, perhaps. Plan to finally take down the Sylvia.
Then I think that's where we're going to set our first scene, because I saw some nodding coming from Magdalena up there.
Yeah. Also, do I need to do the plan stuff?
Oh, yes, please. Thank you. So Levengaza has a start of session move that she'll be rolling with. Go ahead and let's answer your questions for the plan.
I'm coming for Alex.
Mm-hmm.
Alex has messed up both the plan with like his presence and getting some complications in my. He's been making me nervous. I have been not only pleasant to him, but I kissed him. So
nervous, really, the feeling that you're having around Alex.
That's what Magdalena is gonna call it. He throws her off her game.
Unacceptable, those butterflies. All right.
Unacceptable. Unacceptable is a good memory. And then the other one is, are things? I would say things are going very well for you, Alex.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Alex, why don't you remind us about all the way things are going well for you currently?
Well, I was never too successful as a businessman here and there, but I had like this really good business deal that went through at the start, and then Carlos died, and I found out that I was in for $1 million. All I had to do was marry a Gonzalez. And I started hitting it off with Sylvia, real passionate. Hit it off with Candace, my side chief of police, Candy. And then, yeah, Magdalena and I have had a few heated interactions as well.
You're a distraction. You're a distraction.
You're my good luck charm.
No, you're just a distraction. So I roll with +3.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you targeted someone else last session.
Also,
Sylvia, in fact.
Also, I'd like to add, since we're just going over beginning of the moves, this doesn't affect Magdalena's move, but I get to, my network feature as a scheme, I get to choose one at the start of the session, and I'm choosing protection. And Mr. Alexander, my fiance, is now under my protection and under my network. So I'll keep you safe from death or serious harm, and I'll always be informed of what's ongoing now with you.
That's good. I was worried about that gun. Not gonna lie.
Well, we'll see. I said I'll keep you protected from harm from others.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my. Fabulous.
That's right, Alex. I'll keep you protected, mi amor.
Might have to jump ship.
I rolled 2 5s, so that is a 10 plus 3 is 13. I get something extra. No.
You get 3 uses for your whole for your plan move.
Only 3 uses for my whole plan. Sorry.
For this session.
Is an adult thing. Yeah, cool. And just reminder for myself and the audience, when I the thing with my plan is if I use things within it, I can where is it?
Spend one hold from the plan, which you currently
Mhm.
have 3 of now.
Yeah, to show up somewhere unexpected. To oh my gosh, why is it just going? It's going to each cell instead of like in there. Okay.
Yep. You can show up somewhere unexpected. You can
Yeah.
secretly overhear something critical, or you can secretly tamper with something quickly.
Yes. So, I get to be somewhere where you don't need me to be, but I want to be. Cool.
Lovely. Speaking of places that you shouldn't be, where do we see the 2 of you? Are you in the hotel, perhaps by the pool, or somewhere, or perhaps in a cliff overlooking that gorgeous sea as the sun rises?
I think that, or please tell me if you believe otherwise. I think that we are outside of the hotel entrance. So we haven't yet come onto the property, but we're like about to go in, and I like am waiting for you in like the area, and you like come up in your car. Is this for sneaky things, or is this just me meeting them?
Well, this is where you're first getting the chance to talk with your co-conspirator in
So
person.
probably sneaky.
Okay, so how
Maybe by
about
the cliff, away, like close enough, but by the cliff, so that way no one can see us, and we
yeah
can conspire by the sunset or
on
sunrise.
the scenic postal stop when you're driving, and it's like pull over to see the scenic route. We're in one of those.
Yeah, totally.
Yes, the sign reads, this is the historic La Rosa viewpoint. From here, you can see the island just outside the bay, where it's rumored that a famous pirate was based out of in years past. There's a cannon.
Nice.
And I kind of not looking at you, just looking at the sunset, wearing my like very professional blazer, gray and black, like peppered, salt and peppered hair, staring over the sunset with these big, gigantic glasses. It's like, look down and says, Magdalena, how goes it back at La Rosa? Tell me, what's the news that you bring?
The views are beautiful as always,
Yes,
but
yes.
something is rotten within it, and the smell, it's inescapable.
I'm sure Sylvia's there.
Yes, not only is she there, she's there with her new fiance.
Oh.
As I'm sure you've heard.
Oh, more than heard. Come here. Come closer, mi amor. I need to show you something. As I take out just out of my blazer, somehow it fits perfectly. This large paparazzi camera, and I flip through the pictures, and I stop at one where he is making out with Gloria. Oh, not Gloria. Gabriella, yes.
Oh, Alex, would you like to describe the picture for us?
I'm so sorry. The picture.
Oh, the picture of you kissing Gabriella that
Gotcha.
Melissa has captured.
It's very sexy. There's twigs and like little bits of leaf in our hair. And there's a look of surprise on Alex's face because he did just get like shot with a firework. And I'd say his hair is a little singeing off the top. But yeah, it's very sexy. It's very candid. There's like you can see that there's passion there. It's not just like a accidental thing.
I have a question. Is your hands in her hair?
Yes. Yes, they are.
Okay. So, As established in the previous episode, Magdalena was helping Gabriella with a tiara.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Magdalena sees this picture and is like, it would be really just embarrassing if this was to come out for Sylvia. To make it to, I don't know, the front page of the tabloids.
See.
But I also wonder, what would happen if that tiara that he was so gently touching in this picture happened to end up staying with him?
Oh, Dumo, I'm listening.
I mean, I know where it is. Let's just say it wouldn't be the first time gems ended up someplace they weren't supposed to be.
I really love the way you think, Magdalena. Yes. Kill two birds with one stone. I want to make sure you get what you want. As I get what's mine.
Well, I just want the rose.
And I want the money.
I feel like we can make this work.
Yes, we can. And of course, I want to embarrass that Sylvia Gonzalez. I hate to call her my sister. She stole my face.
I truly don't understand all of the stories my mother told of her, of how she used to be so much fun, because she has always had I don't know how else to say it, a giant stick up her ass.
Oh, come closer, Magdalena. You want to know a secret?
Yes, of course.
Half of those times it wasn't even Sylvia. All those fun times, it was me, Melissa.
That makes more sense, honestly. Honestly, sometimes I wonder how much different my life would have been if my mom knew.
Wow, that sounds like it might be you starting to process your feelings out loud, as we wonder what your mother would have thought if she had just known.
Yeah, I have -2 on that because I am. Or no, I have +1 on that. I'm ruminative. So I'll roll for that.
Fabulous. Well, before you roll, we need to know, for the audience, who, by the way, is everyone, when you're playing at home, it's everyone who's not directly in the scene. So that's going to include myself and Alex and Sylvia. Not as your characters, but as the people back home watching this telenovela. Are you rooting for Magdalena?
Yes.
No.
And I'll give our chat a little time to weigh in. If we get a weigh in from the chat, then I will allow them to have my vote here. Oh, and we have a yes from the chat. All right. Oh, 2 yeses from the chat, but that only counts for 1, I'm afraid, dear audience. So that is a +2 to your roll, +1 from being ruminative. You get a +3 in total.
Ooh. That is a 6 plus a 2 plus a 3. So that is 11.
I always forget that you add up your dice separately, and it throws me every single time.
Oh,
All right.
I do that because I'm rolling real dice, and I'm like, oh, let me show my work and my words.
I did that the other day.
Must have loved you.
I was like, a 6 plus a 3 plus a 2 is 11.
Also, is this not the game of suspense?
And dramatic reveals.
I will say, because I am also being ruminative and talking about my past, if anybody's in the Tale of D20 discords, You might have seen me throw up random stuff in the art and food, and I will throw a picture of a twin and my mother from back in the day.
Oh my. Yes,
So,
Hannah has been producing an incredible amount of art behind the scenes, as well as a very handy slideshow that I've been using to keep track of everything that's been going on. While you're sending that up, the results of the move are that you get to, that wrong tab. You get to choose whether the audience reveals a critical event going on out of view, whether they tell you how you might find love with a partner of their choosing, or how to get you blank to blank. And after you select that and the audience fills you in, you may then immediately set a scene where you're following up on that information.
okay.
But we'll give ourselves a little time to let this one boil down because it seemed like it was going.
Yeah. I think Magdalena's just thinking, and she's saying, wonder how different my life would have been if my mother knew that you were also a friend. When we came to La Rosa, I was too young to remember. And even though it was wonderful running around the halls, Sylvia was just always so cold to me for no reason. I would like the audience to tell me how to. I'll reveal a crucial event going on outside of you.
Ooh, all right. Sylvia, Alex, any suggestions?
Do we want to give Chad a sec to weigh in?
Of
Or
course.
is that too much power? Too much power to the chat.
It does say the audience determines this, and chat is part of the audience. What do you think the most dramatic thing is that could happen after someone says, I wonder how my life could have been different if only I'd known that I had another friend who looks exactly like Sylvia? I feel like this is a fade in to Sylvia, is the scene. So what do we see Sylvia doing that Magdalena could have been?
I would be currently talking to, let's say I'm having like a meeting with Alma and with Santino and a few of the other people. Maybe even Raul is there, and I'm acting, even though Gabriella is, or not Gabriella, why am I blanking on her name? She died.
Magdalena?
Gloria?
Gloria has the deed of the hotel. It's supposed to be the one she died. So I'm like, back to me. I'm until further notice, and so I'm like taking like charge of this hotel again, and say, well, until we figure this out, it's back to business. Everybody, remember who's the Doña of this group, and maybe she feels like she's the one that should be in charge of this hotel and space.
Fabulous. We see over your shoulder the plaque saying, La Rosa founded in, and the year is conveniently blurry where we can't quite tell when exactly this is set. But it's like Sylvia is taking firm control of the hotel here, and could have been you. Could have been you.
I'll also like to think that that everybody's looking happy.
Yeah, Alma
But-
is certainly looking pleased. She has been
Yeah.
looking for stability and just like the woman is looking for stability while being a side character in a telenovela. She's rarely happy. This is as close as she's gotten in a long time.
I would like to walk up, seeing this emotional state that Magdalena's in, and just kind of look to her with sad eyes and just be like, oh, pobre bebe, don't worry. As though your mother's no longer here, I'm sure she is proud of you. I knew her, and I put my hand on her chin and lift her up so we lock eye to eye. And although you're looking at Sylvia, your enemy, inside you know that this is somewhat a kindred spirit. I know she will be proud, and you'll get what you deserve. We both will. And I want to know if I can kind of express my love for her, kind of like this like camaraderie we have, passionately, in order to get her to, because Melisa's not a good woman. She always has something up her sleeve. So I need some more secrets on everyone. And I want to
Fabulous.
attempt to get a secret from her by expressing my love passionately.
I love it. Are you dressed to impress? You've described yourself as wearing a blazer and sunglasses.
And of course they believe that I am yes, and of course they believe that I am single because I am.
And then what is your playbook question that you ask every time you do anything?
Oh, where is that?
Are you taking advantage of your twin's reputation?
Oh, yes, I would feel I am. I'm using
You
the
certainly are.
haters he has for my twin. I'm trying to be like, look, I'm going to make everything right. Just come to me.
Fabulous. That's a +3 on your roll.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll 2d6 and add 3 to that. And Magdalena, then you will be, like on a hit, you will either give yourself to her or reveal the secret you probably shouldn't.
That was a 6 and a 4 to make 10 plus 3 is 13.
Oh my, the dice are hot tonight. Fabulous. And in addition to that, Magdalena, you must tell them if you love them and who else you love.
Okay. Just 1 second while my husband gets his Warhammer stuff. Hello, this is Bob.
Hello, I'm Bob.
Hello, Bob. Which army do you play?
He's playing whatever the meat boys are.
The meat boys?
What's
Meat boy.
the army that you play?
Imperial Guard.
Imperial Guard, where they're just like, they're just meat. You just have a lot of boys, and you just throw them to the meat grinder, right? That's a play style, right?
Close. So,
Cohort defenders of humanity. Easier.
Okay.
They lay their millions and billions, untold numbers of lives on the line against any number of horrific.
It's time for you to go. I love you. Bye.
You brought me into this conversation. Bye.
So I am going to be okay. I'm just checking the okay.
you either
So
give yourself to them.
I am going to say, and I'm going to say, you know, Gloria was just supposed to pretend to go missing. And now that she's really dead, I don't know what to do. But it's nice that you're here, even though I don't like the idea that you lied to my mom. I don't like the idea that you cared about my mother and spent your entire life not showing me any love and letting me think that. But I will accept it in this moment. And then I will say, at least Alex had the decency to like stop having a crush on me.
So you love Alex right now, is what you're saying?
I would say that he's under my skin and I do love him. But I am not saying it in that way.
Of course not. You would never.
Catching on to perhaps some feelings for Alex and more webs that I can pull at as we continue on. I go ahead and embrace you, and the camera pulls in on my face with the horizon, with the sunset shining on my face with this like a mischievous scowl. Oh, baby.
Wonderful. And Magdalena,
Yeah.
you have been as you got a 10 up on that roll.
Hmm.
It says you may set the scene where you follow up on that information.
Okay.
Which of you could have had this place. It could have you're aware. Well, you got the critical information, which is that Sylvia is consolidating her power right now, and the staff are falling in behind her. Even Raoul.
Yeah. I will say that the way the scene is set is I would like to I put an air tag in Raoul's jacket pocket that he left in his room, but I think I've been to his room since then. And I think that I might have set up a app on his phone that records stuff. So I think what you might be seeing, or can we
That
do
sounds
fantasy
like
check?
flashing back to preparations to me. That's a lot to assert at the moment. So
Okay,
let's see how
fair
well
enough.
this goes for you. Unless,
Fair.
of course, you would like to spend hold from the plan to just do it and tamper with something quickly.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll spend a hold from the plan to have just done this. So the way that I enter is I am listening to, like, because his phone is in this meeting, and so I'm listening to what's going on in the meeting. And this is telenovela technology. It's not like in real life there's a way to just have your phones be recording everything you say and do at all times, right?
That would be insane.
But and I think the way that I kind of follow up on this information is I will. I think I just want to. I think the only thing I'm following up on the information is trying to figure out, like, what is going to happen next and which areas are going to be renovated, if any, next.
That sounds like you would probably need to talk to someone here about that
Okay.
while you're there. So, you have the benefit of the information going on where you can sweep into the room at a dramatically appropriate moment. Alex, we haven't gotten up to see you for a while. Are you in this meeting? Are you observing from a balcony with a drink in your hand?
I was in this meeting. Sylvia invited me, but then I got bored because it's very businessy. And I didn't really have much to add to it. So I'm standing on the balcony, drink in my hand, overlooking the waters by La Rosa.
So your back's turned to the meeting that's happening inside, and you're looking outside. Candace comes up next to you, and she says, "What a pity for such a lovely young lady to be found last night in those waters. Is that what you're thinking of?"
I was thinking of a different young lady, and I'll turn and I'll give her a kiss.
She, she takes it and then she sort of pushes you away with one hand. Oh, you can never keep your mind on business, can you? It's always fun with you.
I'm not married yet, Candace.
Somehow I wonder if you ever will be. It would be a first to see you follow through.
Speaking of which, I'm throwing a little bachelor party for myself. Nothing big. And I'd like you to be there.
Really?
Just
Yeah.
the dick and candy.
I'd like to flash back to me procuring
hell yeah.
a key for like a penthouse suite from Sylvia. Sylvia does not know about this.
Oh, of course. Okay, let's so what Sylvia, why don't we have just like a quick scene here based on this roll that comes out, or if you want to like set the stage before the roll for this, I'm definitely here for this. So this was this last night?
It
Or
was
even
it
before
was in
that?
the last week.
All right. So during the lead up to the proposal.
Mhm.
But you were so confident that she was going to say yes, you had to plan the bachelor party anyways.
It was either going to be a bachelor party or a single party. Either way, it was going to be a party.
Fabulous.
So it's not a great roll. I'm trying to find the flashback move. It's an other.
Yes. Did you have plenty of time to do it? And did you have someone looking out for trouble?
No, I did not. Because Candace is just now finding out about it, so I didn't have Candace helping me out.
Unfortunate. All right.
So that's a
Yeah.
miss. That's
All
a
right.
3.
Even. Oh dear. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, Sylvia, this is not as secret as Alex thinks it's going to be.
So I do
Alma
still think
brought
what?
a little envelope to you with a few receipts this morning during your briefing. But the party's still on.
All right. After I see that, and I see that there are like diamond member cards that we give out, and we keep track of them because only so many people have penthouse access. And I see that there's, one access card or maybe a few missing. After this meeting, I'll go over to him, to Alex, brooding in the window, and I'll say, "My love, don't worry. I understand that you need to have a little fun before we officiate things. I'm not crazy. I plan to have a little girls' night out too." And I will slip another one of the penthouse things in your pocket and say, "Don't lie to me, dear." And I'll give a kiss on the cheek.
Oh.
Thank you for understanding, Sylvia. After the party, I swear I will be all yours. You are the last one.
I know, my dear. Your reputation precedes you, and I'm quite happy to be the pinnacle of that career.
Damn. Okay.
And I'll sort of like lean into it and make this like a power move, like don't fuck with me, like don't ruin this.
Okay. Are you demanding what you deserve?
Yes, I am.
I thought you might.
Thank you.
Fabulous. All right. Candace is over here. Like, she's got this like beautiful dark skin, but you can see like the beginnings of a flush in those cheeks. You've caught the chief in a compromising position. Go ahead and you notice that she's standing just a little too close to your man. Go ahead and demand what you deserve. Are you offering something of value? I think you just did.
I did. Yes, absolutely.
Alex, do you love her in this moment?
Do I love Sylvia in this moment?
Mm-hmm.
I do. I appreciate the freedom to throw the party. I appreciate the understanding.
Oh, very cute. And are you keeping? And then you may choose between your. Yes.
It's that one, and sorry, which other was the one I get to say?
Are you taking advantage of someone's shame?
Yes, I am.
It may not be Alex's, but it's Candace's at the very least.
I'll
Fabulous.
sort of eye that bitch as I plant a deep kiss. Let's see. Okay, so that's a +3.
And you're righteous, so you get another +1.
In this moment, I am absolutely righteous as I stomp on over after that board meeting ends. Let's
Fabulous.
see. Oh, that's 8 on the dice. +4 is 12.
Damn.
Fabulous. All right. So you have successfully demanded what you deserve. What can't Alex do?
He can't run away. He has to either concede or refuse and escalate.
And Alex, to give you a bit of a choice in this moment, and to make that 6- have a little more teeth, why don't you go ahead and mark a condition as your fiance walks up on you talking to the cute police chief about your bachelor party, and then choose whether you accept this understanding that you're going to be a bit less of a playboy after the wedding, or refuse and escalate.
I am going to mark scathing, the condition.
Mhm.
As I am a little upset that I understand where you're coming from, but I'm upset that I do feel some kind of like Candace is my girl, kind of like protective of her, just a tiny bit, just as I would feel protective of Sylvia. So I'm definitely scathing. But I think I am going to concede. I was righteous, so I'm going to clear that condition.
Not anymore. There's visions of girls popping out of cakes in your head at the moment. It's righteous is not a feeling that you have.
No.
Fun, absolutely.
I will.
So how do you concede? What do we see on screen as this happens? And Magdalena, keep in mind you can sweep into the scene at any moment.
It will be a small party, I promise. And no damage to the hotel, of course.
Yeah, as you say, no damage to the hotel. Your Magdalena's going to loudly walk by with, can I be with Gabriella? And I'm going to be like, I can't even believe how much those fireworks must have messed up the lawn. That was a brand new pool, and now there's scorch marks everywhere. Oh, I'm sorry. Are we interrupting something?
Magdalena, not a good time. That was not a good time.
I'm sorry. What's going on?
I'll kind of like. So what I was thinking I was going with was like, I'm trying to point out that Sylvia is pissed right now, or very righteous right now. I'm trying to let you know before you like stick yourself into it.
That sounds like you are trying to act with desperation there, Alex. You know. All right. What situation do you want to avoid?
I want to avoid, because Candace is still in the area. Gosh, not Gloria. What's her name? The person you're with, Magdalena?
Gabriella.
Gabriella's in the area, Magdalena's in the area, and Sylvia's in the area. So all these relationship exes
and Candace.
Yes, they're all right here. And I'm trying to avoid a scene where I'm at the center of it.
Oh my. So you're trying to alert Magdalena so that she doesn't pull you into the center of it. All right. Are you doing this for love?
No.
Are you doing this for vengeance?
No.
Are you doing this because it's going to be fun?
My question right now is actually, because I've got that obsession, is this for, I'm trying to uncover the truth of Magdalena's plan. And I think that's a no as well.
I would say actually that's probably a yes then. If you're trying to warn Magdalena, you're giving her information that she can then use. So go ahead.
That's fair. I'll take it. Won't complain. Right. That's a 10.
Jeez. Okay.
Fabulous. Plus 1 came in handy.
It did. Love it when that happens. All right. You avoid the situation you wanted to avoid. This, whatever happens, you're not going to be at the center of it unless you throw yourself there.
So I think what's gonna happen is, I've been kind of hearing all this, and I think that, in order to not have him be the center of it, even though I absolutely was going to just in there, I'm just going to say, I was just wondering, we were actually just wondering about the woman who just passed away and if there's going to be any sort of funeral services for her because we'd like to pay our respects. And actually, it's so great that the chief of police is here, just because this is such a tragedy. And I just wanted to know what happened, if that's able to be disclosed to the public.
Well, of course, the matter is still under investigation. It wouldn't be proper of me to comment publicly on a ongoing investigation, but speaking off the record, which, of course, you hear as those magic words are said, the recording device in Raoul's phone clicks off because that phrase has magical powers. Off the record, of course.
Wait, off or on?
Oh, off the record. She
Yeah.
she would never comment on an ongoing investigation. But off
No.
the record,
You said that the recording device clicked off. So it's no longer recording, or is it
Yeah.
recording?
See, my thought was that it's not recording because it's a bit of a joke that, say
Oh, fair
something's
enough.
off the record, it actually puts it off the record. But it would be more dramatic if they actually were on. So, yeah, what the hell? Sure, it's still on.
I mean, it's up to you. It's up to you. I just wanted to make sure that I was just understanding the situation.
Sure, it's still on because that is the more dramatic choice. So, and Candace says, speaking off the record, it does appear that this was no accident.
Who would do that? She just inherited the deed to all of this property. And she's so young and beautiful, and I don't know anybody that would want her dead, except,
No one?
well,
You cannot think of a single person that would want all that power and position.
Magdalena's eyes start going over to Sylvia. And I'll say Sylvia and Alma, and then back locking onto Sylvia, and it's just like, I really I don't know. I don't know about anything anymore. And can I manipulate this? Or would this be, or tell me what I would like to be doing right now?
No, it sounds like you want to manipulate a superior. Absolutely. She is your social superior. You're talking about an ongoing murder investigation to the chief of police. If you were at dinner, it might be different.
Yeah, no, but okay, so I have not caught them in a good mood.
Afraid not.
I don't think my well-being directly affects theirs.
Probably not.
But I think this is part of the plan.
Okay. And surprisingly, none of your 3 conditions apply to manipulate.
Yeah. I had a 6, I had a 5, that is 11.
Good lord. All right. So
honestly, it's the brie cheese tray.
It's true, everyone. Keep your dice in a Crown Royal bag and throw them in a brie cheese top.
Excuse me, it's a Blanton's bag?
You like the fancy horses. Very good. All right. Next, then, that means on a hit, they will give into your wiles and agree to do it. And technically, we should have said what it was you wanted them to do, but I think it's pretty clear.
I wanted them to suspect both, ideally, Sylvia and Alma.
All right. Yeah, that's
I'm so sorry. Hold on.
Yeah, she sort of straightens her well-tailored uniform and says, "There is certainly much to investigate here."
Yeah, actually, I'm sorry. We didn't mean to interrupt. anything. What was going on here? It's not like
And
this was an official meeting of the hotel or anything like that, right?
oh, uh, it seems that Alex had plans while Sylvia was talking to the staff.
Oh,
Something about making sure everything was well accounted for, and the usual do well, and the bonus coming up for summer vacation will be substantial.
yeah. And I look over at Gabrielle, and I'm just like, just hotel stuff
Hmm.
and Alex's plans, which we all know how those go.
Hmm.
And I am going to giggle under my breath with her.
Alex, I'm curious. Who have you invited to this party that we've seen on screen so far? Unless you'd like to reveal that later.
It's a working list, but Raul is definitely invited.
Yes.
Magdalena, I want Magdalena there. Candace is there. Sylvia is
course.
not invited.
Ah.
For obvious
Are-
reasons.
Is Gabriella invited?
I don't think
The daughter
my
that you used to
future
make out with?
daughter-in-law. Yeah.
That-
That could be very awkward, but fabulous. All right. Excellent. Yeah,
But
I
but
think
it's kind of like an open invitation thing. Like he's
Mhm,
getting the word out. So he's hoping people bring people, and it becomes a bigger thing. He did give his word to Sylvia; it would be smaller though, so he's not going to spread it as much
So
or advertise
Pitbull's
as
not
much as he's
there.
going to. No, he is not. He was busy.
it's not a party, it's an intimate get together. Candy party. Candy party. Okay, sorry. That was a very niche reference. All right. So, fabulous. I feel like this is a good time to turn our spotlight to our twins. So Melisa,
See?
well, these schemers have been scheming about control of the hotel and their upcoming debauchery before the wedding. What have you been doing?
Oh, I've been listening the entire time, mi amor. I've had my ears to the windows and heard all about this bachelor party. The small one. But me being looking exactly like my rich and successful twin sister, perhaps I'll hire some undercover strippers or so some to go there and maybe record this, give me more, how do you say, evidence against some leverage.
Oh, yeah, you know the perfect people for this. They've got a really sexy policewoman burlesque act going on where you could, for an extra consideration, they'll act like they're coming to break up the party because it's gotten too loud. And
Yes.
and then the fuzzy handcuffs come out. It's very good.
Yeah, he probably won't be expecting it, but maybe he'll like it. And really, there's a camera or some type of recording device in the brazier, and
Of
we'll
course.
capture all this, and I can use it to my advantage when I later make my appearance at the perfect moment.
Fabulous. All right. That sounds like you are planning something, and that will definitely, if you eventually flash back to preparations, this will count as having time to have done so.
Yes, I would like to use the flashback to preparation. So plenty of time. Did you have someone looking out for trouble?
So yes, as like, because this is the budget on this telenovela is largely taken up with the gorgeous location. They want to make sure that they reuse this time and again. So this conversation will be taking place at the neighborhood bar just outside of La Rosa. It's dark. It's lit with like slightly flickering fluorescent lights, neon on the walls. Lots of old pictures of patrons who have succeeded in the challenges in this place. And you are meeting with a businesswoman to hire ladies of entertainment.
Sure, I'll be still with my glasses, trying to look as, and you know what? Even though she's trying to look incognito, she still stands out. Gigantic, like Carmen Sandiego, sideways sun hat,
Mm-hmm.
sunglasses, sipping a martini at the bar, sitting at the stool with legs crossed, not even looking at the businesswoman, but talking to her. So that's the plan. It seems that little Alejandro seems to be putting on a bachelor party. Wouldn't it be a shame of the police show up? Well, not that type of police, but something a little more frisky.
Oh, you're looking for a 911 special?
Oh, yes, I am. And not only that, perhaps there's a recording device there to capture all of this.
Oh, well, you know that accountability in police work is so important these days. A body camera is practically required.
Right, yeah. One day you'll see all the police will have one, but for now, we will use this to, this for a little practical joke. Of course, we're all friends. Alejandro knows he loves it.
So I have to ask then, do you have anyone watching the outside of the bar to make sure no one comes in and sees this that shouldn't?
Melissa is a very, very careful woman. Of course, she hires some type of guard to make sure that no one knows. Oh, if anything, I think that Magdalena, I've told you that I was planning something. You might actually know what's going to happen.
All right. Magdalena, would you be standing near the door of the bar ready to signal if watching out for trouble?
I think if I'm at the bar at the same time, keeping a
Alright.
lookout, I am also I think I'm having a different private meeting at the same time, keeping an eye on the door so that we can kind of look out for each other. If that is possible.
Interested. All right. Well,
You can
Are
tell
you
me if
able
that's
to-
too
are-
much.
I guess I'm asking, are you able to keep an eye out for someone else's secrets while discussing your own?
I think that's something to roll for.
I think it's something that you can answer because this is affecting the roll of someone else's dice.
Okay. I think that Magdalena, I'm going to be very honest, because Melissa has been established as somebody who is competent but also sneaky, I think that she would be keeping an eye out, but I don't think that she would be. I don't think she thinks that Melissa is. I don't think she would want to just be Melissa's pawn, but I think that she would like. Sorry, this is a difficult thing, right? Let's just go ahead and say that I'm waiting for my meeting, and that's why I'm watching the door for Melissa.
All right. Okay,
I think that's a good compromise.
All right, Melissa, you do have something watching out for you. And are you taking advantage of your twin's reputation?
No, not in this sense, no.
No, I didn't think so. All right. Then that's a +2 from having time and having someone to watch.
That is a 7.
All right. On a 7 to 9, mark a condition, or I'll tell you how your plotting is flawed, or how you're caught up in another problem.
Oh, I've, mm, I love flaws. They've made good challenges, but I specifically want this one to go perfect. So I'm going to pick a condition and take the guarded one. This is sneaky. I need to make sure I'm not caught. So I'm being very guarded here.
How appropriate. Fabulous. And you also get to choose one from the flashback to preparations list, which for our audience is you have fabricated a piece of evidence. Tell us what it is. You've arranged for someone to be in the right time at the right place, which is, I'm pretty sure, what's going on here.
Mhm.
Or you stowed away something hidden.
A camera in Brazil? No. I've arranged for this lady caller to be at the right place at the right time in the guise of a police officer to put Alejandro in a compromising position.
Perfect. Very good. All right.
I'm
Fabulous.
going to ruin Sylvia's life, starting with her love and then her money.
Fabulous. All right. Magdalena, it sounded like you had an idea of something that you want. So, she shakes hands. There's a very discreet exchange of cash or I don't know. How do you pay for this? Is this more of a shake on it and you send her the money from your phone, or is it you're literally
A Cash
passing her
App?
an envelope?
Is it a Venmo?
Oh, Melissa? So,
I'm
you're still
sorry.
muted, I'm afraid. That's fine.
I thought you were saying Magdalena, and when I heard Melissa, one more time, please.
Oh, that's fine. So yes, this lady, she shakes hands with you. Is that when you pay her, or is this more of a, that the money shows up?
Yeah, the money will show up at the proper place at the proper time. I'll have it delivered.
Of course.
Could I potentially interject here and say that maybe it was a Venmo purchase, and then my protection network would trigger, and someone notifies me that someone is sending money or something?
That is true.
What
Alex is
is-
specifically under your protection right now, which means you
It says from death or serious harm, but I mean,
I would say that
serious
this
harm to
Serious
reputation.
reputation, yeah.
Yes.
this is serious possible harm, I would say. So yes, there you do get this notification that there's a no, what we see is this woman, she looks down at Melissa's promised price, and she smirks and she says, "Maxim 57, always get paid twice." And she sends, she swipes a record of the transaction to Sylvia with, of course, an appropriately juicy price tag.
I would like to know what the emojis are for this in Venmo.
Oh, it's definitely siren, explodey cake, handcuffs, pink, tongue,
And eggplant.
and eggplant. Oh yes.
And squirting water emoji.
Eggplant. Yes.
See, this is why I'm here. I'm asking the important questions.
Yes.
Fabulous. Yes. So Sylvia, of course, this is not Venmo. This is the Televenmo, which is you get like the preview of the emojis, but to get the details of what the transaction is, of course, you must pay first. But You own a hotel. This is something that is not hard for you to do.
Boop, accepts. Give me the rest of the details.
Yes, you see that uh the Senorita's Home for Wayward Girls is going to be paying a call to Alex's bachelor party. And it's a funny thing. It looks like the payment came from your own bank account.
Interesting.
Exactly. Of course, Melissa would use Sylvia's bank account money. I know everything about you. I know your social
Fabulous.
security number. We share the room.
Oh my goodness. Okay, after seeing this, I would like to send a would I know that they're like salacious people that are known for doing crazy things and
It's Senorita's Home for Wayward Girls. Of course, it's a salacious.
Yes. Okay, I'm
have
going
like a party bus company.
Okay, I'm going to read through the invoice and see where they were sent. And I'm going to go to this I want to sneak to this bachelor party
Fabulous.
and
All right.
bust in.
Alex, I feel like well, that's absolutely a thing that's going to happen. There's been so much scheming about this. I feel like that's got to be our next or second to next scene. We've been going for about an hour and a half now. Do we need a quick bio break? And then perhaps, Alex, you can, I mean, unless you've got something that you want to have happen between now and then, Magdalena, you had something you wanted to plan, and Alex, maybe you had something in mind as well?
Just got to plan the party. I can do that over the bio break, though.
Sounds like a plan.
I would just want a little scene in which the person, after Melissa walks out the door of the bar and I say like goodbye to her, and you see me at the bar by myself, and then I wave, and through the door comes clear water, and we see each other familiarly.
Your lawyer. Ah, yes.
So I feel like that before I don't need a whole scene. I just need that to be said.
Yes. So that tall lawyer that that had walked out of your office early in the last episode, Sylvia, was sparring with Alma, comes in and he sort of gives you like the little French cheek kisses, and he says, what's the stinger line that you say before commercial rolls?
I think I say, have I got a story for you?
Fabulous. All right, everyone, we will be back in 10 minutes. Thank you for coming to La Rosa. We'll see you soon.
See you soon.
See you soon.
You see Sylvia pulling her hair back and standing in front of a mirror getting ready.
War paint.
War paint coming on. All right, we'll be back. Don't forget to enter Magpie Madness into the chat to get entered to win the Root core book this week. All right, see you in a little bit. welcome back, everybody. I hope you had a wonderful quick break, got hydrated, used the restroom. Don't forget, Magpie Madness. We are giving away the game Root, so please enter Magpie Madness, and then we can get on with our bachelor party. Take it away.
All right. So, as you say, you won't believe the story that I have to tell. The scene dissolves away, and we get this beautiful outdoor shot of La Rosa at night. It's a full moon overhead, and just everyone can feel it in their blood. The stars are shining beautifully overhead. There's you can just barely see the Milky Way with the full moon out, and we pan up, and the stars are eclipsed by the lights coming from the penthouse suite. There's swirling neon colors coming out. You can hear the ooms, 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 ooms. There's a couple laughing, making out on one of the outdoor patios as the cocktail glass is thrown over the side of the building and smashes down past the camera rising up to meet it. We then push past the couple as they fall against a wall and into the penthouse itself, where we see Ephraim in a magnificently tailored button down that is now half unbuttoned, as a beautiful woman wearing a cocked police hat is straddling over their lap and giving them a very sexy dance. We pan away from this. Alex, I'm assuming that you're cheering, toasting as this is occurring. There, Candace is on your shoulder, laughing. What are you wearing, Alex?
Alex is the life of the party.
Yeah.
He's wearing a button-down business suit, but it's undone. There's no undershirt underneath, so he's definitely got some chest showing. And I feel like he's got some really tasteful, curly, like chest hair. You know,
Nice.
He's got a drink in his hand, and around his neck, he's got 4 or 5 like glow stick type necklaces. And you can see several other women around the party do have glow stick necklaces on as well. And the scene kind of pans to him go over to someone, gives them a kiss, like talks to them for a little bit, and then they make out, and then he like takes it off and gives it to her. So he's been going around kissing the eligible women and giving them necklaces. So
Fabulous.
but he's really just floating around between parties.
You're actually keeping it together pretty well, considering the amount of alcohol that you've had. You've been practicing for this.
This is not my first bachelor party.
Yes.
Yeah, you said this is wedding number 5, right?
5 or 6, who's counting? It's the last one. That's all that matters. And he toasts to the last bachelor party.
The last bachelor party. Ah! Like the two people can't even like find their glasses, so they're like pouring champagne bottles into each other's mouths. It's getting everywhere. This place is not quite erupted into a mess yet, but it's getting there.
Alex is sober enough that he's going up to some of the people making a mess, and he's like, "Okay, just tone it down just a little bit." And I feel like that's big character
Coming
for
from
Alex.
you,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
one of them is like, from you, Alex. Tone it down. You're so
My
funny.
future wife would hate me if I made a mess, if I left a mess here. And she can be so scary.
Oh, and she would hate this too. And she grabs you by the lapels. And,
Mwah.
oh, you beast, tongue.
Oh.
Oh.
Rawr.
And then she laughs, stumbles off, but like as she comes off camera, we see Raoul is sitting on the couch, and there's a game of truth or dare happening. He's lost his shirt. He has an 8-pack.
Every dare is just, regardless of who it is, they dare Raoul to take off a piece of clothing.
Yes, absolutely. There. Yes, his ears have turned the color of cherries, but he seems to be having a good time. Most of them. Magdalena.
Raoul does have a glow stick necklace, by the way.
Oh my, fabulous.
Equal opportunist.
Yes. Is it gonna be fun? All right. And Magdalena, this is about when you arrived to the party, fashionably late.
Yeah. Magdalena is wearing like 6-inch heels that are bright red bottoms too. And she is wearing like a leather dress. Like spaghetti strapped bustier, but like black leather dress. She's wearing a black choker, along with her usual charm bracelet and locket. Her hair is unaffected by her hair is straight and in her normal bob. And she makes her way into the party and kind of surveys what's going on. And she makes her way to where the drinks are and then sees Raoul, and with a champagne glass in her hand, she walks around the couch, putting her hand, walking it along his shoulders, and sits on top of the couch behind him. Kind of takes a drink and whispers in his ear. So has there been anything interesting going on?
He yelps a little. This is probably not the first time someone has crept up behind him tonight. But Magdalena. Well,
did you forget about me already?
I could never forget.
You could.
I did. There've been a few of these. These are really good. Alex, what were these?
Is it a drink he's holding in his hand?
Yes, he's holding some kind of brightly colored cocktail.
Oh, that's Vanessa's Reserve. It's fabulous. I had it at a business trip once. I
Had her at a business trip once.
Yeah, I did.
And
Magdalena, thank you for coming. I from Alex's perspective, when you came in, like the music kind of dimmed and like the party cleared, and he saw you in the stunning leather dress and your heels. Magdalena, I didn't even notice you were here.
Is this your party?
Is this my party? You still have a great sense of humor. Speaking of things you still have, do you still like artichoke dip? I catered some. It's fabulous. It's really good. You really should try some.
Yeah, I still like artichoke dip. I'm honestly no, I do. I'm honestly surprised that so many people are clothed at this party.
Well,
I'd always heard about your parties. I mean, after I left, of course.
as you're going up to get that artichoke dip, we see that there's
the sexiest of appetizers.
The sexiest of appetizers. We see that there's a stunning woman next to the snack table wearing just this beautiful gold necklace. She catches your eyes, but for a moment you're like, But then you remember that Magdalena is waiting for you, and you turn away with your artichoke dip.
Here, I brought you some. You really should try it.
Sure. And as I dip as I dip a chip, you notice that I'm trying to eat sexily, but a little bit of like my old self kind of comes back, and I kind of just like like trying to catch crumbs and trying to like make sure crumbs don't get into my boobs. And she says, "Oh my, this is so good. Wow. Yeah. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Uh,
I'm glad you're here. This, I know you never came to any of the parties I threw, so I'm glad you came to this one, especially since
Yeah.
it's the last.
yeah, the last party.
He's got one of the like glow stick necklaces in his hand, and he's kind of like awkwardly fidgeting with it. And he's just gonna like pass it to you and be like, "Well, enjoy the party." He's gonna hand it off, and then
I'm gonna say, take it. I'm gonna be like, so I don't get to do shots with the betrothed boy. And
Well,
she turns to the entire crowd and she's like, "Who's up for a round of shots?"
I didn't peg you for the party animal, Magdalena.
You didn't peg the old me for party animal. I've learned a few tricks in college.
The police stripper comes by with a bottle of vodka and is and like does the like bending unnecessarily far over to present the tray of shots.
The camera's like unseen in the background.
Yeah.
I'll take two. I take two off the tray. Set them in front of me.
I take two, and then I look at the cop and I say, "I think I could take a third. Think you can
I
match
also-
me?"
I take a third as well.
Fair.
And then I
And
take a fourth.
Oh no.
Magdalena takes a fourth as well. I think eventually we take the whole tray.
Yeah. Just leave the tray. Just leave the tray.
Like the stripper was fully expecting body shots at this point, and she's like, "Oh, okay, you all just really want. All right, I'll find someone else."
Oh,
She
body
sort of-
shots? And then, does she say I was thinking body shots?
Well, you know, it's your party after all, senor.
No, it's all right. I don't need any. And then, do you cut me off?
I am going to say, well, I just got here, so I need to catch up. And am I doing a body shot off of her, or do I choose who I'm doing body shot off of?
Well, she's assuming that it's her, but you don't have to.
I will do a
make that.
body shot off of her.
Fabulous. Yeah. So she lays back on a table and you pours the shot on her body, and it's now salty vodka,
Yeah.
sexy vodka.
Yeah. So yeah, and as I like lick and like however, I've never actually done a body shot, so I'm assuming I'm just like licking.
Sexy things happen with the stripper. Yes.
Sexy things happen with the stripper, and I am like I am into it, and then I look at Alex and I say bottoms up to the bridegroom.
Oh my.
Alex is red in the face, and he's going to like kind of choke on his shot as he takes it.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
I would like.
So I'm drinking. I'd be drinking.
Sylvia?
I would like to enter sort of towards like the end of this party, and I have an idea for a dramatic entrance. So I'd like to flash back to preparations and be waiting at the door with the invoice for the Wayward Girls and the like overseer person, and say, I can see here that you had at the end you had sort of a fake cake or facade for someone to pop out of. I will be popping out of that and keep the hussies away from my husband. You can kiss him, she can kiss him, he can kiss him, the other skanks can't.
As you say, Lady Sylvia. After all, I know where my money comes from. And she winks at you. She's received payments from that Venmo account before, and she assumed that, in fact, you were the one making the preparations at the bar this entire time. She's like, I don't know why we're having this conversation this way this time, but sure, why not?
I sort of pick up that this is weird. And because I'm going along with that, it's my invoice. But the gears are starting to turn for Sylvia as the matron of this family. I'm trying to understand. I'll ask her, Katie, so much has been going on, La Rosa, so come in, get your girls out of the cold, and let's chat for a moment. And I'll have a little bit of a conversation to sort of dig and sort of understand how much she knows and how exactly I paid her to maybe get a little bit more context, and then absolutely solidify the plan to pop out of the fake cake holding champagne bottles.
You're aware that something's weird, and that someone has access to your bank account, and you quietly change the password of your routing number, and Clearwater does come.
I'll send text messages. I'll send text messages to all my lawyers and bank people, and have them do all that for me.
They make it
behind the
happen.
scenes. Yes, my people will.
Clearwater changes the password for you. He writes it down.
Exactly.
But yes, I would say for your flashback, you had time because you knew about this, let's see. You would have had someone watching out for you, presumably. Who was it?
I would say Alma knows everything, and she's under my thumb. So Alma is here in her nightwear. I gave her a few extra bucks to go get a nice gown, so that way she could dress to impress. So maybe she was tipping me in, but I also did just speak to Raul earlier this morning, and I think he also is just sort of keeping eye on people for me and letting me know how things are going. So I'm getting a few text messages from from the staff I write the paychecks for.
Raul's text messages have been not coming in as often as you would like.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does my touching him override your talking to him?
Well, you do have control of him as an NPC. You've shown him physical affection and no one else has. Well, actually, hold on. Alex, you now have control over Raul from that off-screen kiss that you displayed. But before that, yes, you did have that.
Yeah. So I got
So, yes.
but I feel like Alma is a good reason though for that, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
I think
yes.
you definitely got text from Raul, but it just it started off I think he texted a lot of abbreviations.
The younger generation.
And then I do not want to use "Are you keeping your hands clean?" because that's a no. But are you acting
No,
on
definitely
someone
not.
else's shame? Maybe.
I don't think anyone involved in this is actually ashamed of what they're
Actually,
doing.
yeah,
though.
no. I was like, no one's ashamed. No one is actually ashamed of it.
I would love to give it to you, but I can't.
I was
So
gonna
that's a
say-
+2.
Yeah, I was gonna say someone else's shame because I was like, can I be my own?
Oh no!
Oh, that's actually pretty good. So 9 on the dice, +2 is 11, and then I am not demanding or manipulating, right? So no extra bonus there. So 11.
Okay, that is going to be I'm assuming you've arranged for yourself to be in the right place at the right time, which is in that cake.
Absolutely. Yep.
Fabulous. And yeah, that absolutely works. So then as that happens, we then flash back to the present where the cake is being wheeled out. Alex, you're looking at Magdalena. Raul is looking at Magdalena.
I would
the
like to be
stripper is
dancing
looking
with
at
both
Raul.
of them.
Yes, absolutely. You and Raul are high-fiving while dancing with Magdalena. It's and then spotlight comes down and the embassy is like, all right, party people, it's time for the cake. It's not the one they're gonna have tomorrow, but this one's extra special. And I have never actually seen someone pop out of a cake in this situation, so I'm going to assume the people making this show know how to make this really good. And yeah, you're led up to the cake. You're currently being marched up by two women in police hats, as Candace is there as well. And so yeah, I think they in fact handcuff you to each of them with pink fuzzy handcuffs and bring you up to the cake.
Very nice.
And the stripper's just like, you have been charged with being extremely sexy before your wedding. How would you like to plead?
Guilty. Guilty, 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 guilty. I'm a little drunk. Guilty.
Sexy! Just people cheering in the crowd.
Whoever comes out of that cake, I get the first slice.
Oh, well. It seems someone's been talking about the surprises here, but I have to say, you might be a little shocked. All right, who do we want to see the cake? Cake, 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 cake. And Sylvia, you're hearing this, and your moment has come.
So yeah, when he says, I want a slice of the first cake, I'm gonna sort of pop out of the top, and I pictured it sort of like a fake cake, and there was like a paper mache top I can pop out of with like glitter, and I pop out and have 2 champagne bottles already open, and I shake them and squirt like one on me and one on you, and I say, of course it would be us, baby. You always get my first slice.
I would like to know what Sylvia's wearing.
Yes, what's Sylvia wearing?
Sylvia is wearing a silvery, like this little dripping. I don't know exactly this type of dress.
Oh, like the chainmail dresses.
Sort of, but it's like all like drippy crystals, and like when you spin, it's like fringy and like
a Tina Turner.
Yeah, like a Tina Turner, like super fringy, glittery, and so you see all this like silver silver bangles, and like I just squirt the champagne like all over me and over you, and I'm shaking. And it's like very form-fitting. Like I definitely have a corset in, and I'm popping up out of my bustier a little bit, and say, of course you'd get my slice first, baby. I didn't expect it to be such a huge party today. And I'd like to call him out because he said it was going to be a small, intimate affair.
Oh my.
Strike out.
You're accusing someone of... Oh, okay. Have you caught them off guard?
Yeah.
You have just popped out of the cake when he was expecting a stripper. I'd say that's a definite yes. Alex, have you just wronged her?
I just kissed a lot of people. So yeah, I think so.
I would say it's a soft wrong because I gave you permission, but yeah, I would say because you still violated the terms, which was an intimate gathering.
I did tell someone that you were very scary.
Yes.
Well.
Yes.
And you heard that. You heard that when like the cake was like being rolled by.
So then let's see.
And then, are you taking advantage of someone's shame, or are you keeping your hands clean?
I am not keeping my hands clean. I am in the middle of this.
Okay. That's a 2.
Okay, that's a 6 and a 3 on the dice, so 9, 10, 11.
I think you might hear Magdalena say, "Oh, your surprise is an old lady."
Oh.
Unless
like
otherwise noted.
I'd like to change my target to strike out at Magdalena and throw a champagne bottle.
Amazing.
No.
I'll
I don't know. It's up to the GM.
No,
That's
I
what I would like to do.
I think that's what happens. That'll come after this here, but that's good. That's delightful. So yeah, Alex, you need to mark a condition, and Sylvia, you may either mark a condition or take something from Alex. Sorry. You can avoid marking a condition or take something from Alex.
I've got to mark lustful.
How appropriate.
I am a little chiding right now. I am like sort of scolding him. So I'll take chiding.
Mm-hmm.
Or am I let me quick define chiding.
You can do that, and then that means you also get to take something from him.
I will take his what do I want to take from him? I will take the rest of his glow sticks. And be like this.
But those are my. Oh. You take them.
And
you know, you might have been able to stop her if you had control of either of your hands right now, but they're both handcuffed to other women.
I am
Wait, are
restrained.
they handcuffed? So this is important. Are they handcuffed to other women, or are they handcuffed to him?
They each have one hand attached to one of his hands.
Rats.
I'll take the glow sticks around his neck, and then I'll also take his sense of like wanting to like make out with other people because he's so lustful for me in this moment.
When you lean forward to do that, Alex thinks you're leaning forward for a kiss, so he's gonna like close his eyes and pucker and just take it from him and leave him hanging.
And I'm gonna put them over my neck and around my neck, and then drink the rest of the champagne, and then walk away to continue the party.
Candace just sort of unlocks you. I need a minute. Just leaves the room. And yeah. The señorita is beginning hyping everyone up again, but Sylvia, you firmly can take control of this room.
I will say, keep the party going, boys. I'm gonna slip into my little black dress and get into something a little more comfortable. And I'll like shake my fringe, my wet silvery fringe towards everyone, and then exit to where I have another like thin black dress to slip into, so that way I can leave and come back.
Interesting.
I think the reason why I was asking about the handcuffs is because I was gonna act desperately and try to flee, holding Alex in the crowd. But I think I am going to, because I am drunk.
Mm-hmm.
I think I am going to try to flee with Alex anyway.
Oh my!
Because this is a penthouse, right?
Uh-huh.
Is this a penthouse in which it has like? Are we on a rooftop? Are we like?
There is rooftop access.
Okay.
Yeah, half the party's on the roof, I feel like.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, damn. Well, okay, you know what? She's going to try to lead you with her hand out of the party.
You're gonna have a hard time doing that because Sylvia did just take his desire to be with anyone but her. So you're not gonna be able to rely on your sexiness here. You're gonna have to do something else.
I'm not trying to rely on sexiness. I'm trying to rely on his daredevilness.
Can I interject? Just so I don't need to step on your toes, darling, but seeing this little situation happen, I believe Melissa, who's been kind of hiding in the background, will see that her twin has slipped into something else, and that you're kind of pulling him away. Well, because you always recognize me, darling.
Mm-hmm.
Will step forward a little bit, kind of around the corner, and give you a little wink. I'll take things from here, my love.
I'll let go, and I'm going to like dance. Or before I dance off, I'm going to be like, Alex, tell me that you're gonna go cave diving with me because I've gotten so much better at swimming.
Are you saying that to me? Like, can I hear
Yeah.
that? Or okay.
Yeah, no, I am while I am leaving trying to like
Cave diving. I've always wanted to go cave diving.
yeah, there's gonna be cave diving. That's like one of the new features, right? We should do it together.
That sounds like fun, but Sylvia's gonna be back soon, and she said something about a black dress.
Oh yeah. Have fun with your mom. I'm going to find something fun to do, or someone fun to do, and I'm gonna turn around and I'm going to start straddling Raoul.
If you didn't take that from me, Sylvia, I would be gone. I would be gone.
I was like, coming up behind the convenient, beautiful black dress is wearing a gold brooch, kind of like little like on her chest. You see Sylvia walk up to you. Alejandro, darling, mi amor. Do you have a moment? I need to talk to you in private.
For you, darling, anything. Let me just say, somehow, you look more beautiful than you normally do.
Of course, I do.
Maybe it's the lights. Maybe it's the alcohol.
Maybe it's Maybelline. But follow me.
Maybe it's Melissa.
Way. Me. Come follow me this way, Alejandro. We have to speak. You've been a naughty boy. And I want to pull him by whatever like strap that he may have into like a private room or area where no one is around the corner.
I have a tie. You can definitely.
Oh yes, that's what I want to pull you from, the tie. And lead you away.
You can feel it just slowly tightening on your neck a little there, Alex.
And like when we get to that private area, as the music is kind of bumping in the background, I turn to my left, my right, kind of push him down to a chair, and my high heels just dig a little bit into his thighs as I get really close to him. Mi amor, you said you were going to have a small party, and look what you have here. What do you have to say for yourself?
You said you were going to have a girls' night out, yet you couldn't resist Alexander.
Yes. Oh yeah, Alexander. Right. Yes. Noticing that she slips up by saying Alejandro. A key of who this really is. As she goes, yes, but you can make it up to me. Something that's been bothering me that I was going to wait till after the wedding, but if you want to make me happy,
I do.
I have a little business venture for you. I know how you love to get into different businesses, and I know this will be worth your while. It'll make us both rich. Come on, darling. I have the paperwork right here, and I pull out of my cleavage what looks to be a rolled up paper, a basically paper that if he really reads it, the fine print is signing over all of his money to me. But I'm trying to rely on the fact that he's drunk and to kind of sign this over and use a little bit of his guilt for what he's done. And I would like to use my ability to use my twin's power to what is it called?
Take advantage of someone's shame? Or
that one. Tell me everything. When you offer to take the burden of someone's guilt, ask them to accept or reject your advice.
What? Oh my god.
Right? Am I saying that right? That's
I don't think that's a move they currently have.
Oh?
They have Into the Lion's Den and Your Network, but that's such a fun, iconic thing to do that what the hell, we're gonna bend the rule a little bit here and say you can do that. Sure.
I guess I was reading the wrong playbook one then.
That is a Ladonia playbook move. It's just not the one that, because I can only choose one, and I have the other one.
That one's just on the list, but it's not the actual one that you chose.
That's still really fun, so let's go with that for now. Fabulous.
Or whatever playbook, whatever move that would, it doesn't have to be the Ladonia one. I could just do the normal one then.
Well, here's a fun thing. You can also mark a condition to use one of their moves, including ask the question, are you taking advantage of someone's shame? You're like, this was going to be a small party, but you can make this up to me.
Yes, that's
So,
what
yes.
I'll do instead.
All
I
right,
do
mark a
feel
condition.
bad. You say that in like images of like the curtains being like plastered with alcohol and just like stains on the carpet that are never going to come out. I am going to leave a mark here with this party, and I do feel a little bad about that.
I'll take the driven.
Mhm.
Because I need him to sign this. My whole point is to get the money. First, his half from the wedding, and then I'll go for Sylvia's half.
Fabulous. All right.
This will make us rich. Sign here. I have a pen just so conveniently. Right here, mi amor.
So, are you offering something of value in return?
And, I mean, truthfully, no, but he thinks I'm offering something of value. I'm saying I'm lying to him, but if it has to be the truth, then no.
Oh. I mean, you're offering something of value, but it's not real. But
Yeah.
you're offering something of value.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing a pyramid scheme almost.
Mhm.
You're doing a Bernie Madoff. All right. I'd say yes. Why the hell not? And does he love you in this moment, Alex?
I'm super beautiful, more than normal.
If Alex loves Sylvia, does it count?
Do you?
'Cause
love
Alex loves
the
Sylvia in
person
this
in
moment.
front of you at the moment. Remember, love is not necessarily a
I love
lifelong
who I
feeling.
think I'm talking to.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here in this moment. But yes, I'd say that's a +3 then to your role of demand what you deserve.
5, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, darling.
Remove an option. What can't they do as you demand that they sign right there on the dotted line for legs? All it'll cost is their voice.
Yeah, nice. What are the choices that I have again?
They either you choose, they may not concede to you and clear a condition, they may not refuse and escalate, they mark a condition, or they may not run away and you take something from them.
I mean, I don't want them to either concede or they cannot run away because I want him to sign this paper.
So
And I could take his signature at that the stretch, or we
no.
cannot-
Here's the thing. This is a really elegant workaround to the persuasion as mind control problem. Even with the best possible result, they can always either run away or refuse or just agree. You can remove one of those options.
Okay, they can't refuse.
They can't refuse. So Alex, are you
yeah.
going to run away or are you going to side?
It's a good business.
Not to influence your running away, but you do have Raoul under your control.
I do.
Amazing.
Sylvia, I love you, but this is my last bachelor party. I hope you can understand that I want to be there for that. You'll have me for the rest of our lives, but business at my bachelor party, that's the last thing I want to think about. I'm gonna go join the others. I hope you will too.
Way to sell it there. I have to say, pulling it out of the awesome character moment there, as a GM, I was like, hey, I need you to actually run away. And then you did. It makes me so happy. Well done. Carry on.
And then I run.
I'll get you, Alejandro. The last thing I do. Disappear into the crowd.
Or a person walks in front of you from the camera, and then you're just gone.
Yes.
Yes.
I also would like you come out of that room and like round a corner, and I'm like, oh my god, there you are. Let's have shots.
Sylvia, you were, and I was, and we were.
No, don't worry about that anymore. Come on, it was
Oh,
just
I'm
for fun.
so fucking
we're having
drunk and
we're having
take
such a
shot.
fun time tonight. Come on, and I'll pour you a shot, and I'll take a shot myself. Be like, I didn't know you were gonna invite these people, but I've got them under control. It's all right. Let's have fun.
Does anyone else in the party now have a glow ring around the neck, Sylvia? Since I've been gone.
Yes. Yeah.
Love it.
You'll see that there are. I grabbed like 5 or 6 from you, and I'm only wearing 2 left.
Damn, Sylvia can get it.
I'll
Okay.
I'll take one of the 2, put it around my own neck, and kiss you.
I will passionately embrace you in this moment, and it's our
Now
it's our party.
that's more like it. No business talk, just fun, just wild passion.
Business? No, we settled our business. You're mine tonight. And just more passionate and drinks too, yeah.
Fabulous.
I do think that you saying I have everyone under control means that a Magdalena scene has to happen. I don't know what it is. I think what it is you see me texting Gabriella, and I say, are you in?
Always, darling. Always. Just tell me what you have in mind. And I think, unless we had anything else, that's probably where we call the bachelor party. So, you know, as we go from the light of your phone and the response from Gabriella, and Raul being carried bodily away by 6 people to a side room, we then pan up to the white ceiling. There's a splash of champagne, so then the camera has to kind of pan a little bit further over to the right so that you get that pure white, and then it comes down on as the organ music swells, and we pan down to Sylvia in a gorgeous white wedding dress. It's the next morning, and it is the day of Alex's wedding. The crowd is on their feet as the bridal march plays, and then the camera spins slowly over everyone here. We see all of our friends for the telenovela in this wedding scene. Raul has several lipstick marks still on his collarbone, but his hastily buttoning up the shirt as someone taps him on the shoulder to remind him of this. We see Alma chivying an usher who is not properly attending to his duties. Ephraim is there in a long black, long blue dress, just looking the perfect amount of splash of color in all of this. We see Magdalena. Where are you in this audience, Magdalena?
I think I am sitting next to Gabriella.
Yes, all right. Gabriella is sitting in the second row, just back from where, you know, the bride's parents would be, but unfortunately they didn't have the budget for your parents in this shot here. Wait, no, what the hell? Yes, they're there. There's 2 really like 2 people in like their they get like this silver fox and like, you know, old like sort of Judi Dench type age person who are there sitting on your side. We see Gabriella just sitting just behind them with a pasted on smile. And where do we see your twin at all?
So I was gonna say, during this scene, as Sylvia's walking up and beautiful, I would like to use my second ability, if I have permission from Sylvia herself, of that's not me. And really, I would like to see if I can roll a prepare as well to see that prior to the wedding, I met up with Sylvia, and we can have that little scene. Revealed myself and trapped her somewhere so I can take her place.
I'm stuck in the bridal suite, locked in the back, which is notoriously tucked away because you don't want to see the bride before the wedding. So, unfortunately, no one can hear my screams.
Fabulous. I don't think you even need to roll for this. You pay the condition and you've got it.
Okay.
So, are you brooding or cornered?
I'm cornered because he did not sign the paper how I wanted. So I'm like, okay, now it's like this one way or another, I'll get this money one way or another. Even I have to fake a wedding.
Fabulous. So
And
as the camera spins to one side and then comes back, we see that the beautiful jewelry that you're wearing is backed in gold, not in silver.
And I would like to, if okay, have a brief moment where in the flashback where Sylvia, maybe you're getting ready and the door just slams shut.
Hello?
Hola, hermana. And standing there is just a replica of you, but more beautiful, more dashing, better eyes.
What are you doing in a wedding dress, Meliza?
Oh, Sylvia. Oh, mi hermana. Finally. It's been how long? 5-10 years? And I'm here to get what is due.
Hell
You left a decade ago. You left our life. I owe you nothing.
Mama and Papa just loved you more. They shunned me. They paid for your education. I had to hit the streets.
And who became a star because of it? Me. I did.
But you
built
didn't
La Rosa.
deserve it. All that you didn't deserve. I came out 5 minutes earlier from the womb. I am the eldest, and I deserve everything that you have.
You are not the eldest. I am.
Amazing. What?
It doesn't matter. You are not going to leave this room. And I will marry your beloved and take the La Rosa, the money, everything. Magdalena thinks she'll get the hotel, but no. It will all be mine.
Don't you hurt Magdalena.
I'll hurt whoever I damn well please.
This is my house.
Lock the door in you and say, you're not getting out of here.
Casa no su casa.
Amazing. Are you striking out with voice or violence here in this flashback?
I would say so, yes.
All right.
There has to be a slap, right?
Sylvia, have you been caught off guard? I
Yes,
thought
yes,
so.
yes.
Sylvia, have you just wronged Melissa?
I have not, like, in this moment, I have not wronged her. She's been out of my life for a decade.
Okay. And are you taking advantage of your twin's reputation, Melissa? Roll with a +2, please.
That will cancel out my -2 because I'm guarded right now. Okay, that is an 11 minus. Oh no, an 11.
Just a flat 11. All right. So your strike lands, and you each mark a condition. But on a 10+, you may take something from them or avoid marking a condition. So, Sylvia, as the door slams shut on you and you're locked inside your own bridal preparation chamber, what condition do you mark?
I am sitting here ruminating on this situation. I cannot believe El Gamello is back in my life. My twin. What is she doing here?
Amazing. And Melissa, will you mark brooding, or will you take something? Will you mark brooding and take something from Sylvia, or will you avoid marking a condition?
You are one condition away from a meltdown. By the
I
way.
know, and I win, and I am brooding because everything is failing, but I will have this. This will be mine, and I will take the rooting, and I'll grab your silver brooch and put it over the gold one.
Oh, yes!
and give you the gold one. Just
You like switched it as you like before we like left the room and left it there.
Amazing. Oh. You take the bouquet. You put the veil over your face. Take a deep breath as you feel all of these emotions bubble up inside your voluptuous breast. And then you step down the aisle and you see the man with your future fortune. The man that you will take from your undeserving sister, standing at the end of the aisle, looking incredibly hungover, I assume. But also just so very handsome in his tuxedo.
Not very attractive. I just want the money.
Alex, as the camera finally completes its pan after this flashback, and as Melissa steps down the aisle, step together, step together, step together, you look down at your 6th, perhaps 7th wife approaching you.
We've added to that number every single time, by the way, and I think that's hilarious. We started with like 3, and it's like 4 or 5, 5 or 6. So.
Who knows?
Who's counting?
Maybe the people on the wiki, but beyond that, you feel the sun beating down upon you, but you also feel that this is your moment. The moment when you finally will unlock that $1 million that has been promised to you for marrying a Gonzalez.
Alex has cold feet. He is a little nervous, and I think it's visible on his face that he's nervous. He's been saying a lot that this is the last one, and Sylvia is powerful enough that she can make it the last one. So Alex is a little nervous at being hitched for the rest of his life.
You see, yes, you notice that the security staff of the hotel are positioned near the doors, but no one is by the windows. But your bride glides down the aisle, moving like a spider, and she looks up at you as the music comes to a crescendo and silences. Dearly beloved, we have come together in this place to join this man and woman in holy matrimony. And the priest begins, the speech fades away as this woman in a beautiful silver brooch and a white, a stunning wedding dress, gold earrings, steps up to you.
I have a few words I would like to say. Love has a way of surprising us, of manifesting in the most unexpected of places. And so here I am, ready to pen a new chapter in the telenovela of our lives. The allure of your resilience and the enchantment of your spirit, and yes, the promise of $1 million, has drawn me into this captivating narrative. As I take your hand in mine, I'm aware of the weight of the past that lingers in the air. The echoes of your previous love still resonate. But today, we choose to create a melody of our own. Love, like a skilled composer, orchestrates the symphony of our hearts, weaving a tale that is truly ours. And I kiss her hand.
Oh, how touching, Alejandro.
Wow. I'm going to have to ask for you to express your love passionately there, because that's one of the most beautiful goddamn things I've ever heard in a role-playing game.
All right. Oh, that's not great. I don't have great bonuses right now. I got
You are dressed to impress. They believe you're single. Probably.
Yeah. 1, 2. I do have a +1 because I'm lustful. So 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's a success. Partial.
That is a success. All right. In that case, on a hit, your target gives themselves to you or reveals a secret they probably shouldn't. But you are not required to tell them if you love them or not, and who else you love.
I wonder what secret you shouldn't tell me right now.
Melissa, this is a gorgeous speech, but it's not meant for you. But still, he's looking into your eyes. You feel your heart pound. That's everything that you've wanted for the last decade seems like those plans are finally coming to fruition.
I look in his eyes, and I actually swoon a little bit. I've never met a man who's loved me. I've lived a life of solitary. And to have someone say this, even if it's not meant for me, makes me swoon a little bit, and I feel weak in the knees. I blink, and I look on over towards everyone in the crowd and over at Tim. I don't know if I can do this.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that I would like to, if I could, because this will actually be revealing a secret. Maybe, Sylvia, this is where you burst in, revealing who I really am.
I could see this one of two ways. Either Sylvia shows up, or Carlos does.
I'm fine with either one.
I think Sylvia would be fun.
Let's go with Sylvia.
I think Sylvia, yeah.
Fabulous.
I'll
So yes, I think what happens is we see Alma disappear as this is going on. She goes back to prepare for the reception, and wham, wham, wham! What is that noise? She comes over. Gasps dramatically.
My twin Melissa is here. She locked me in this room. She's trying to steal my husband.
Then you don't have much time. They were beginning to exchange the vows.
I grabbed the gold brooch here, and I like, you see me like pull up my dress and start like running down the hallway, and like I'm gonna bust through the church doors in the back and say, "Stop! She's an imposter!"
Escandalo.
I'm gonna trudge up the aisle in a wedding dress and be like, "My name is Sylvia, and that is my twin, the evil Gemello, Melissa!" And I like point at you, and I hold up the golden brooch that symbolizes her.
I gotta turn. It's like, no, I am Sylvia Gonzalez. This is Melissa. And I grab her and start spinning around because we're innocent.
And you.
It's like, say
Alex,
something.
they're
I'm the real
spinning like
Sylvia.
your head.
I'm going to be leaning over to Gabriella and be like, you know, I don't even know if she's like the fun aunt.
Fabulous.
Sylvia, and I'm looking at Melissa. You never told me you had a twin.
It was supposed to be a secret.
I never told you because she's a lying bitch. She left my family 10 years ago.
She left the family 10 years ago. Who are you going to believe? Who do you love more? You can look into my eyes, mi amor.
I don't know.
Don't you remember
And
the
I'll look
shots we were
into it.
doing last night after I
love-
came out of the cake?
I love I love Magdalena. And I'd like to reveal shocking truth.
Fabulous.
Magdalena is actually like incredibly shocked by this, and she looks at Gabrielle. She's like, I don't know. What?
Amazing.
I would also like to. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Hold up. Let's resolve this.
Did you
shocking
check the
moment.
Discord message I sent you?
I'll take a look at it now. All right.
So Magdalena is like positively shocked, and she's like,
But we'll resolve that after this. Let's go with the dramatic. I'm confessing to a third woman at the wedding of my fiance and her twin, and then we'll get to this other
I
thing.
rolled a 9. To add all my conditions, I have 3, so
Yes.
that's a 12.
That's a
So
12.
it happens. I have unequivocal evidence that this is true, and I've got a photograph of Magdalena and us and me at our like senior prom together, and it's like a very sentimental thing, and I've kept it close to my heart all these years. It's like a torn, faded photograph. I've just always had it on me. This also triggers my meltdown because I mark a condition for doing this. And my meltdown is I go to like a place of solitude because I'm a fun-loving guy, but between the moments I'm actually kind of depressed.
Oh.
So I'm going to leave my own wedding. And when I leave, I set a scene, and we can pause that and continue it if we need to.
Fabulous.
But my confidant comes and finds me, which is Magdalena.
excellent. Let's see here. So,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sylvia. I can't. I just can't. I love Magdalena. I always have. I'm sorry. And he's gonna leave down the center of the aisle.
Wow. Okay.
So, it's up. So Zach, I gave you one option, but if not, I will. I think I'm going to. She's going to be shocked, and she's going to get up, and then she is going to kind of try to flee. Is Raoul there?
Of course, Raoul's there.
He was the best man.
I'll
Raoul
give you.
was the best.
I'll give you an opening to flee. So seeing him, my fiance, flee down the alleyway, and looking at Melisa and knowing that she did this to me, I'd like to strike out and try and stab her with a pin.
Oh my goodness! I'm
Oh,
gonna
wow.
say the same thing. I'm no, I want to stab.
I want to fucking stab her with a
Then we
pin.
stab each
The
other.
fucking stabbing each other with a brooch in our bloody wedding dresses.
Yes, I definitely think this needs to resolve.
Fabulous. Okay, let's yeah. Okay, Sylvia, you said it first, so why don't you go ahead and roll to strike out with voice, violence, or hairpins?
Okay, since I'm ruminative, I get minus. Oh no, I'm chiding, so I get a -2 to striking out.
Those words out of my
Oh
mouth.
my
Jeez.
god, it's a 1. I rolled a 3.
It's a
minus
1.
2 is a 1.
So, what we're gonna do is we're going to let Melisa act as if she had rolled a 10 on this move here.
Yes.
Oh god, I should let you do it.
This worked out perfectly, actually. So you go for it, but Melisa, this isn't the first time that she's tried to strike at you. She's been striking at you her entire life.
I just kind of. I thought you were always the slow one. I'm sorry.
I just had that done 2 years ago. She stabs my boob.
Oh no! So, your strike lands. You each mark a condition. On a 10 plus, you may also take something from them or avoid marking a condition. Melisa.
I mean, what? Maybe I'll take both. What? I don't know. What else? What else would you have on you? I'll take your. I don't know, I just want to rip your dress. Take part of your dress and rip it off of you slightly, just as in anger. You don't have any particularly I want, but I do want that condition because I think that'll make me have a meltdown.
That will also make you melt down. Yes.
I will melt down as well, but I'll go after you.
Oh my god, all three. Well, actually, you don't melt down until you need to mark a condition and you can't.
Oh.
So you have one more to go, which is a good thing. Now we've got that loaded for later.
Oh no, this would have been perfect, but it's okay.
Okay.
I misunderstood then. I didn't melt down. But
You know, we already declared it, and you ran away from your own wedding. We'll go with it.
sounds good.
All right. So, yes. Melissa, you, oh god. Wow, your meltdown is kind of perfect right now.
I
Okay,
know.
So, Alex, let's set yours, and then Melissa, when you feel it's dramatically appropriate, please read out the full text of your meltdown and then set something up to follow that. So I'll give you some time to think about that.
Okay.
Alex, as you watch these two women brawl in the bridal aisle, you sort of brush the priest away. Pardon me, Father. And you push open the windows. The sun is beating down on you. You can feel the hangover behind your eyes just beating like a jackhammer. There, and you look. You flee down the hill of the chapel to the cliff edge, and you look out over the ocean, and you think of Gloria. You think of how she no longer has to deal with all of this heartache and pain that has occurred. You think of the many women that you have loved and the men as well. You think, and it all feels like ash and dust in your mouth. You turn away from the ocean. The ocean is too real. This is too. It is. You don't deserve real things right now. You need to go to something like the ocean, but fake. And you end up by the pool. It is your place of comfort. It is where you went as a child with Magdalena. It is where there is a bar.
There's a bar. There is the remnants of a birthday party that was thrown here. And I'm kind of sitting amongst the like confetti and empty solo cups. I'm kind of like the last guy at the party, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And you get this sense that this isn't the first time Alex has been left alone, like with the mess of a party. And he's just sitting ruminating, and he drinks out of a solo cup that's been left behind, and he doesn't know what's in it, but he takes a drink out of it. And when he sets it down, he sees Magdalena walking over towards him.
Mm-hmm.
Magdalena is still wearing the dress that she wore to the wedding. So I think that this dress is very like silk drape, high slits. And I think it is like, I think it's red still, but I think it's because I'm guessing this was a black tie affair, right?
Oh yeah.
It's a wedding.
Yeah. So it's kind of like draped front and then like very low back. And you see like the humidity has kind of gotten her hair, so it's like curling a little bit at the ends. And she walks up to the bar and she says, "Is this seat taken?"
No. Please sit. I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to make a scene. I feel like I put you on the spot. Did you know that she had a twin sister? That's crazy.
Yeah, don't you remember? Like there would be I guess it was like during the off season. But yeah, once in a while, Melissa would come, and then Sylvia would somehow be even more cold and rude to everybody. And then there would be a giant spat, and then Melissa would just leave. And it was kind of seasonal, and then it just didn't happen, and then I wasn't here. But
Thank God I'm not marrying into that mess.
you'll say anything not to be married, won't you? And she as she looks at your solo cup and she says, "Do we have any more where that came from?" And she then gets up and goes behind the bar. She starts looking for a drink. She says, "I'm playing bartender. Tell me your troubles, and I'll make you something nice."
Mm.
I can't stay married. I have a hard time letting go of past relationships, and
Mm.
I have a hard time waking up and being disappointed at who's laying next to me. It's never who I want it to be. It's never
Is
you.
it? She finishes a drink and she pours it into a glass. She's made like a margarita. She puts it up. She says, "You're just telling yourself that because I was the last person you saw. If it ever was me, you sure got a funny way of showing it." And yeah, you can tell me if that does anything, but yeah, I'll continue
Yeah.
the scene.
Maybe you're right. You deserve a lot better than me. That's for certain.
Well, just don't tell me you forgot that. You know I didn't steal those jewels, and you still let me get kicked out. And I didn't do it. And I don't know how they ended up in my room, but if you loved me, I feel like you would have at least tried a little bit to clear my name.
Mm-hmm.
I have a confession to make. You probably hate me a lot right now, and I'm gonna make you hate me just a little more. I wanted to do something nice for you, so I dropped off those jewels in your room. I
What?
was the one that put them in your room.
Oh my god.
I was the one that stole them.
But and you see her processing this, and I think she is going to like, while processing this, take a sip of the drink and say, I'm not the kind of person you would ever give jewels to. I never was that girl to you. You don't need to lie to tell me. You don't need to make up stories
It's
just
not
because you have cold feet.
It's not made up, Magdalena. I mean it. I'm not a faithful man, but I'm an honest man. I do love you. I remember every moment we've had together. Prom, all the nights we used to sneak out together, the swimming lessons that you would skip to come hang out with me instead. Hence why you can't swim. Sorry about that.
I did learn how to swim. You know, can't believe this. Because the the last time I saw you before all of this happened was when you were talking to that woman. I don't even know who it was, but I just felt so sad seeing you talking to this elegant, regal woman who just was everything I wasn't. And I tried so hard to push down the part of me that wasn't hurt that night, especially after you didn't come forward, and I thought there was no way that you could ever care for me, honestly, that I was just somebody you played with, not somebody that you felt anything for. And if you're telling me now that you not only love me, but you loved me then, that's so incredibly cruel, and I don't know how to. And I'm going to say, then I'm going to say, fine, and then I'm going to throw the alcohol down, and I'm going to go across the bar to kiss him.
Amazing. All right.
So
I feel like we fade to black there.
I feel like yeah, that's probably it there. So yeah, as the confessions and surprises are coming due at the hotel pool, I believe that we have another meltdown to resolve here, Malaysia.
Yes. So Melissa stands there, just frustrated at all of her plans going awry. And for too long, I've been measured by the success of my twin. No more! No mas. I will claim the thing that they most treasure, this hotel. But not in the way that you think. Maybe I light it up and watch it burn as I take out what looks to be a lighter. I've had enough of this. Burn it all to hell. And everything like a wedding is pretty flammable. The telenovela, everything will be flammable. As I go ahead and just kind of waiting to exhale, toss the lighter back, and just watch the wedding ignite into flames as all of the guests start to go awry, and I just storm out of there because I'm just over it.
Amazing. Yes, 100%. Fabulous. So yeah, you there is now a fire going on, and Sylvia, you are like as like security is rushing forward to try and beat it out. There's people like men taking off their jackets trying to flail out the flames, but it's just the old church is made of wood and it's going up so fast, and you know this place. You know it like your own heart, like the back of your own hand, and you just know that those flames can lick across to the hotel itself, and everything that you've built, everything that you had built for you, will go up in flames, and it will all be over. And then what were all those years with Carlos for?
A life wasted? No! I would try and, I don't know. She's not like a firefighter.
No, that's not your job. Your job is like, I think this is more of an Admiral Beckett moment from Pirates of the Caribbean 3, where it's like everything is going up around you and you're just like walking down the aisle with the flames on either side of you. Alma rushes past with a bucket of water, hurls it Raoul is somehow shirtless and,
I've-
just glistening in the firelight.
Exactly. So I'm just walking up towards the altar slowly, and you see these in slow-mo, these scenes of people throwing buckets of water. You see like the camera pans in on like the Holy Mary Mother with like flames starting to curl up,
Yes!
and then you just see me like walk up and kneel at the altar and cross my hands and like look up to like the crucifix of Jesus that was supposed to be my holy special day. As the flames grow up, I'm like, please, if there is a God in heaven, it will be it will strike me down with this church on this day. This couldn't get any worse in this moment.
And
As I-
of course, that's where the roof collapses, and I need you to roll to face certain death, please.
Oh my god, let me use my good.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god, is it a good roll, or do you want a high number or a low number? Because I rolled a 3.
So, when you roll to face certain death, roll plus the conditions that you have marked.
Okay, I have all 4 conditions on right now.
So that's a 7?
Yes.
Amazing. Okay, I had an idea for if it was a 6, but on a 7 to 9, you choose one from the list, and you may not choose someone saves you just in time because that has already been taken.
I will become a twisted evil version of yourself.
Oh my god!
No. Oh my god.
Come to the dark side, yeah.
Amazing.
I will, yeah, as I see like the flaming Jesus like fall on me, and I like have flashbacks of like my husband dying and like years of waste just like flash before me. I just
There is no God to strike you down. There is only the weight of your own choices and the fools who have betrayed you. Melisa was not wrong. She didn't go far enough. And we see the as the flames burn down the building, you walk out and your veil singes away in the fire as the building collapses behind you.
I'm squeezing my silver brooch with the pin poking my hand as blood drips down onto my white dress.
Right down the arm. And that is where we're going to call the episode.
Oh my god.
Yes.
We're so
It's
silly. I love it.
amazing.
Oh my
Amazing.
God, this is so good.
I told
Y'all
myself-
leaned into it. That was so delightful.
I told myself, oh my goodness.
I was expecting you to do something like, I'm going to control the hotel. And I'm like, great. I've already got a second will set up. Yeah, sure. Your name's on it. And then you're like, no, what if I literally burned it down?
It
I
says
will
watch
say-
it burn.
Well, I will say you did take one of my moves.
Amazing.
Yeah,
So-
one of my moves is new plan, burn it down.
I was just reading the meltdown and we're just like, maybe you light it up and watch it burn. I was like, yeah, maybe I do light up the entire hotel and make it burn down. Because F this. I failed at everything. At love, at getting this money, at getting him to sign the business paper. F it.
Amazing. All right, everyone. That's where we're going to call it for tonight. Thank you for joining us for the 73rd episode of La Rosa. And we have one more. I don't know how we're going to top this one for the finale, but we've got a week to figure it out. You all have a good one, and we will see you again same time next week with the continuing adventures of these wonderful people.
Do we want to do social stars and wishes?
Yeah, we can if you want.
Roses and Thors or no?
We did that last week. Do you want to do a quick round?
Oh, sure. Why not? Okay.
It's your channel. Do you do it every time?
Yeah,
or?
I mean, normally we have. Zach, do you have? Do you want to go through them, or because I know
Sure,
sometimes
why
we do them
not?
private, them sometimes we do it public, but I like sharing them. I think it's fine.
I think, you know what, we've got extra time. Let's do it. So I'm Zach Nelson. I don't have any other socials. I gotta give a star to that speech from Alex. That was beautiful. That was from the heart. That was raw, man. Way to go, Jeff. My wish is like I am not. I want to see what's going to happen in the battle for control of the hotel next. Where do we go from here? A lot of the schemes have fallen apart now, and
Not my schemes.
now we got to see what happens next. So I'm excited for that.
I'll go next. I will give. I am Travis, otherwise known as Zendark, your resident enchanter and tailweaver here at A Tale of D20s. And you can find me at OMG Travi on X or Twitter until they make me pay. And then I'm jumping to Blue Sky, where you can find me at Zendark. I will give my star to Meliza. Welcome, Omar, to the cast. Way to bring it. First episode. I know it's difficult jumping into a mini campaign halfway through, but you immediately knew the story, immediately picked up and made just crazy scenes. And who doesn't love two twin brides rolling around doing a loop-de-loo? So that was just hysterical and fantastic. So props. Props. And also the cosplay every time. I'll pass to you, Hannah, to do your stars. Oh, and my wish would be to literally just continue the drama. I am loving each and every one of these episodes. I am having a great time, and yeah, we'll see what happens because, you know, we'll have to see how much damage is done to the hotel because that was LaDonya's favorite thing. So she wants control of it. So we'll see how she becomes evil next time. But I'll pass to you, Hannah, for your social stars and wishes.
Socials don't have any right now. But if I'm on Discord, so you'll see me posting art that I have done for this.
Fantastic art. Yeah, check out our Discord and see the beautiful things she's posting.
Yeah. Stars, I'm gonna go ahead and give a star to Travis Ladonia because as a big fan of Singing in the Rain, I do love a pop out of a cake moment. I love the audacity of showing up to your fiance's bachelor party, not for any reason, like not even being like, I've caught you and I'm gonna break up with you, but more of a I need you not to be as messy.
Yeah.
It's like not even upset about possible cheating, just I need you to be quieter. Wrangle it in. And then for wishes, yeah, I have plots and schemes. So I'm excited to see those in fruition. And I am excited for when I get to Meltdown.
Alex,
Okay.
or Jeff, why don't you go next?
I can go. No socials, introvert. You can find me here. That's about it. I have to give a star. Everyone needs a star, but gotta give it to Magdalena, Hannah. We did a little, I say we, but Hannah was really doing the brunt of the work. A little off-screen role play of establishing the backstory of Alexander and Magdalena, this friendship that we had and this childhood kind of romance. I really appreciate it. It helps me flesh out my Alexander character. It helps bring all of us together, and it just made that big scene happen, you know.
It also
so
makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, props to Hannah for all that. Wishes. I want to see all the background. My wish is that this next episode, all the background secret stuff comes out. Everything comes out. I hope we don't leave anything forgotten.
I know. Yes, that's definitely going to be a challenge with how much cool, awesome shit we've established. But we'll aim for as much as we can.
Last but not least, our local resident tailweaver himself.
Hello, Omar here, aka Tailweaver. You can find me on my socials at the Tailweaver, or that's on Omar on X, but that's going away shortly. I do cosplay on my Insta, and of course, you can find me here at ATLD20s, running games and everything else amazing that we do here. And you can find everything ATLD20s at www.atld20s.com. I would like to give my stars. I'm literally going to be that person and make sure so everyone gets a star, but everyone got a star except for Zach. So I'm going to give my star to Zach because I kind of came in here as like I wanted to be I watched telenovelas. I watched it a long time with my family. My family is of Dominican descent, so like we would sit down and watch that. And so to do all these, and it's always crazy. Like you think telenovelas are big, no, they go even bigger, ridiculous. So, and I was hoping I wouldn't go too ridiculous, so silly with the evil twin. But you played with it well, gave me good cues to hop in there, and built a good story for me to follow. And all of us, I should say, I'm saying me, but all of us. And I felt like I've been part of the group since the beginning. So I want to say thank you very much for your amazing master of ceremony skills.
Thank you. I really appreciate that, Omar. And I mean, you're playing the twin. Who's to say you haven't been in the background this entire time?
Oh yeah, totally. I've totally been there all the time, just staring and plotting. And I guess from my wish is that I kind of wish that, and we'll see how the plot develops, that because I want there to still be something worthwhile. Maybe this place blows up, but there's like underneath was really a something, or we discover something more that we're all fighting for.
We'll talk about that
for the next time on.
Yeah, maybe there's something worth, and we're all gonna be like to keep it like that last chaotic thing. But that's my wish.
Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting when the fire just keeps burning for weeks and weeks and weeks. There's oil gushing out of the ground.
Oh my goodness, yes. Well, look at us already planning the next session.
This is not Australia, Pennsylvania.
So with that, those were our stars and wishes. Thanks so much to all of our viewers here. Thank you so much again, players, and Zach, again, fantastic. It's always a pleasure. We will be back here next week, same time, 6 p.m.-ish, to wrap up our fourth part of Pasión. So please stick around. And while we have these last few moments, you can enter Magpie Madness to be entered to win the Root Core book is our giveaway this week. So please don't forget. And with that, I always forget because Omar is always our tail weaver, but I get to say the catchphrase this time. So from the first chapter to the last page, be kind to each other, spread love, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.